Hello, everybody, and welcome to Shenanigans. How are you guys doing today?
Good.
Love
Doing
it.
great.
Good.
Amazing.
Even better.
Doing pretty well. It's a pretty good day.
It's 4 out of 4. Perfect.
So how are you, Neal?
I am so sleepy. Oh my god, I got to bed like 4 hours ago.
Sounds like me, but it's 5 a.m. here, so I've got an excuse.
Yeah, but you do this like every week.
Yeah.
I don't know how you keep doing it and stay so alert in the morning. Amazing.
The morning isn't my friend either, Neal. I understand.
Yeah. It's all right. We'll make it. We'll muddle through somehow. I've got ideas for our campaign, so it won't be sloppy.
Well, you got an episode name, I see, so maybe you do.
I have so many ideas. I don't need sleep to make them happen. I just need sleep to remember what I'm trying to do. So without further ado, let's walk around the table and introduce our new characters because there are new people to be found. So let's start with James. Who are you and who are you playing today?
I am Raphael, the monk of Aerith, the god of tranquility. I try to keep things zen and calm, but things usually escalate beyond my control.
And when you
It's
say
bold
Zen, you don't mean the Zen who lives near Shenanigans, right?
No, not that drunk guy in the corner. No.
Okay, cool.
No. He's bald and he has a tattoo of the symbol of Eris, which is wavy lines on his head, as
Cool.
you can see on his token.
Excellent. Next, we have Matt. Who are you and who are you playing today?
I'm playing Darius Panache. He is a WizBiz kid.
WizBizKid?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Do you have anything else to say about Darius Panache?
Well, he's got long dark hair. He wears dark cloaks, and he's a little wizard.
Love it. Okay. Next up is Bryan. Who are you and who are you playing today?
Sure. So I'm Bryan, and I'm playing Kuros Greatai, who is probably the largest Minotaur some people have ever seen. He's actually a self-exiled Minotaur from wherever the Minotaurs come from. So he's got his horns cut off, and he exiled himself because he was kind of a lookout for kind of his town, and he failed his job, and his town got destroyed. So he exiled himself and swore to never fail a mission again.
Oh, great backstory. And last but not least is Will. Who are you and who are you playing today?
We're playing Kodash, the half-orc. He's got the pudgy half-orc face, except he looks like a human. He's got the big old tusks, but unfortunately, it really screws it up because drool runs down his face, so it's really off-putting to a lot of people. But he's in there to have fun, have a good time.
Great. So we'll come into our game while the four of you are sitting around Shenanigans. I think Darius is not at -5 hit points right now.
No, I stabilized him.
Pretty sure he's alive and well.
Yeah.
Let's give him 6 hit points. There we go. So where within the confines of Shenanigans are you today? And what are you guys up to?
We feeling like sitting in the middle? We never sit in the middle.
Yeah, I was in the middle.
What is this nonsense?
What?
In the middle? Sitting in the middle?
Yeah.
I can adapt. This will work with my plan still.
Oh, do you want to be at the bar? Do you know if you can be at the bar?
Wherever you guys want to be is fine. It is a 30% full bar today, so there are 30 people in here. Desmond is standing behind the counter, sipping on an ale quietly in the morning. You can hear the sounds of pots and pans clanging in the kitchen as Lizzie is offering to be a guest cook for today, letting Borscht have the day off. And it sounds like Lizzie is a little furious with the pots and pans not properly stacking. So there's a long string of curses, metal on metal, the sound of squealing piglets being ready to be slaughtered, that sort of thing. Glibglob is hanging out on the steps with a damp rag, trying to clean them and polish them. Layla is in the corner under the stairs studying books in the halfling gnome section of the tavern because there's no halflings or gnomes around right now. She just wants some peace and quiet, goddammit. Jackson the stable boy is inside because it's a little bit rainy out there and the stables have a small leak on the roof and there's no horses, so he's just going to chill inside for today and then fix the stables in the morning. I think that's the entire cast of our tavern. So you guys are chilling in the middle on this slightly miserable raining day outside. It's not too bad. It's just like a little drizzle.
What
are you
we
guys up
gonna
to?
do today?
I'm sure Job will come in eventually.
Yes, what missions do we have? What goals
Well-
do we have to achieve?
Well, there's nothing on the notice board because they got torn down. So we just got to wait and see for a client to come in.
That's good. I couldn't read anyway. Notice board would be useless.
Yeah, that's why I was second down.
Seems like kind of a bad day to do anything. I look out at the miserable rain and
What you talking about? Great day to do thing. Wash butt off. You don't have to take shower later. Perfect day to do thing.
Very tranquil.
okay. That's an interesting point.
Yeah, you know, blood gets stuck to you, get all over clothes, real big pain. Today in rain, it wash off immediately. You don't have to worry about scrubbing later. Humans don't get mad. It's a good day.
Neal, I'd like to look around the bar for any missions.
Yeah. You can see that there is a person standing at one of the nearby tables who looks to be a noble of some sorts, maybe like down on his luck noble. Like he's got nice silk clothes with embroidery and mint, and he's got like a sigil of his family on his lapel, but like his cloak is a little tattered around the hem and a little bit mud caked. His boots have definitely seen better days. He hasn't polished them in a little while. He's got the trappings of a noble, but he's also got the like trappings of somebody who hasn't had his clothes cleaned in a while, and they haven't been mended, and he might be wearing the same things for a long time now. And he is desperately begging with a group of dwarves to accept some sort of mission, and the group of dwarves seems pretty set on not accepting it.
I'll knock on the table and then I'll point at that guy. Be like, he looks like the mission type.
Yeah, but look like he broke. What he gonna pay us?
Inexperience.
In the satisfaction of a job well done.
I guess.
Could,
As long as we know try to stop people from killing us. Last time that didn't go too well. We just kill them straight up.
Well, sometimes you don't have to kill everything because some things aren't worth fighting.
True.
I don't know. As the saying goes, you have a choice. You can. It's victory and death.
Oh, flip's sake.
Well,
That
I'll
sounds good to me.
I'll keep an eye on this guy and try to flag him down if he walks away from the doors.
Okay. It'll be probably a little while. He's not giving up on his pitch. What else is going on around the table?
I'm just being tranquil and quiet.
I'm just drinking my ales, having a good time. Trying to figure out what if we're gonna go outside and kill some people in this rain today or not. Not real sure. Not real promising sounding.
I'm keeping my guard up.
All right. Well,
Always
a
be
few
ready.
more minutes pass, and the human noble dips his head, apologizes to the dwarves, and starts walking over to a table that has like two humans and a half elf at it.
Okay, I'll like try to flag him down. Sir!
He perks his head up and sees you, and his eyes go wide with like hope, and he scurries over to your table and says, "Hello, dear adventurers. Are you
Hello
looking
there.
for employment?
We are
I hear
indeed
employment
looking.
numbers are very low these days, and I have a job for you."
Interesting. Continue.
Well, what's your name, sir?
My name? Pence. You can call me Mr. Pence.
Mr. Pence?
Oh, right, you want to know about the job, of course. Sorry.
Yes.
So, my family was once a prominent family. We lived in Drekis as rich people. We sat beside some of the royal family members, you know, the offshoot royal families, not the main royal family. We helped them make decisions. We owned large tracts of land. But that was a long time ago. Things have changed. We don't need to go into those details. They're not salient or important. And then the war came. and I want to do my part for the war. I want to send my oldest daughter off to war, but I want to do it with the best equipment. I don't want her to die. So I want to get to our ancient ancestral tomb and get the supplies that my ancestors used in combat so I can give my daughter a fighting chance on the front lines. However, our ancestral tomb is in the pocket, which is now Orcish territory. And I'm no fighter, so I can't get there. To get the loot, no, not the loot, the great blessings of my ancestors, to gift them to my daughter. And I can't have her going off to war with just regular weapons. You know, she deserves something special. So I'm looking for people who are willing to go off into the pocket, fight their way through orcs if need be, find the tomb, go past the traps. I actually know something about the big ones coming up, so you'll be able to, bypass them quite easily, and then get the magical equipment to give to my daughter. And as payment, you can take any of the gold or gems or jewels or wealth, not magical items notwithstanding, from the tomb. And this way, you can get paid. My daughter can be armed, so we can be patriotic and fight the enemy. And, everyone's happy.
Yes, of course. You should always be prepared.
Sound good.
That's the best way
Talk
to
about
ensure
magic items
success.
when we get back. Well,
Yes! I love it. Will you?
Sounds good. Yeah.
You'll do it?
Yeah.
Oh, thank God.
Which god?
Whichever one you happen to worship. That's the one I'm thinking.
You mean this giant tattoo on my head doesn't give you an indication?
Sorry, I really just know the big six.
I look disappointed.
I'm gonna prick my hand, and then kind of like rub a little bit of like blood on my hand, and then kind of shake his hand. The pact must be signed.
Ooh.
Of course. And he shakes your hand with the
Yes.
blood on it. A little weirded out, but willing to do whatever it takes to get the job done.
okay. Well, where is tomb?
In the pocket. Whereabouts in the pocket?
Yeah, but you have better description than just in pocket?
Because
So
it's
we
a
don't
big
have
place.
to wander around forever?
Right, well, I have an exact location for you. Don't worry about it. Let's see. The tomb is hidden by a rock, and the light of a full moon will reveal the rock for the truth that it is not a rock, that it is covering an entrance. So you got to be there on the night of the full moon, which is in 4 days, which is why I'm here today looking for people, right? The location is equidistant from the Berg River and the Lamdoon River. Not the Berg. I'm sorry. It's equidistant from the north-going fork of the Lamdoon River and the west-going fork of the Lamdoon River. It's like right across the river from Fenden, about like 2 miles in. Let's see. How can we find the exact spot? There used to be a family treasure map, but that got lost a long time ago. I was told it's supposed to be a big rock 2 miles in, across from Fenden, equidistant from the 2 forks of the Lamdoon River. But that's why you've got 4 days to figure it out, because it should be somewhere around there. And there'll be a big pointy rock that comes out of the ground sort of, surprisingly and strangely. And I don't know how long it will take to search, 16 square miles, but it can't be that long. So...
Yeah, it depends how thick the brush is.
Right, but you could do that in 4 days.
Well,
hope.
otherwise, I don't think you would given us this quest. Would have been silly. So I think we can do it in 4 days.
Minotaur gets it. No, you're not a Minotaur at all. The half-orc gets it.
Yeah, hard. Yeah, very easy to confuse the two.
There is no confusion. There are no Minotaurs here. Just people and people who have failed.
Don't say that to an employer, please.
By the looks of your large bulging muscles, it looks like it's not you who've ever failed.
Thank you.
Okay. So equidistant of the two forks of the Lamdoon River, 2 miles in, big pointy rock, full moon turns, covers of the entrance, right?
Right.
And how old is this tomb, and is it magically guarded?
Yes. So, getting into the tomb is only the first of many problems within it. You'll go to the rock, and in the light of the full moon, it'll be gone, but there'll still be a stone floor where the rock was. So you have to use the secret words to open the door. They are. He looks around to make sure no one else is listening. and
Wait a
leans
second.
in.
If you tell us, they won't be a secret anymore.
We need to know it to open the... We need to know them.
What the cleric of the unknown god said. How will you open the door if you don't know the secret?
It's true. This
Sometimes
makes
that's
sense.
how secrets are.
I'm going to tell you the secret then, but you don't tell anyone else. You keep it a secret as well, okay? It'll be a secret of 5. Well, 6 because my father knows. And my daughter knows. 7. It'll be a secret of 7. You say the magic words, open, says me. And then the tomb will open.
So that
And then-
says with a Z, or is it just say with his
Says.
accent?
Says.
Oh, it's not says. So you said
Yeah.
says.
Open says me.
Say.
Says a little bit too loudly and then glances around. Okay.
Somebody say it really loudly.
No.
How will it open if you are not there?
Yeah.
You don't need me to be there, you just need the words to be said.
Open says us.
No, it has to be first person singular pronoun.
Don't worry, I've got it, sir.
Are you sure?
Open says me.
Good. Then, once you're within, there are guardians of the tomb. But the first guardians can easily be bypassed with, this one's a little fuzzy.
Swords, axes, destruction.
The passphrase, abracadabra. That should disable the guardians of the tomb.
Abracadabra. Your family actually paid a wizard for this?
Excuse me?
Don't worry.
Who would ever think to make that strange sound series of letters and sounds?
Okay. I'm just wondering, why is your tomb so far away from civilization?
Well, once upon a time, my family owned those lands some many hundreds of years ago. Long time ago. He seems to drift off into a memory that he's never had because he's a human and he's only like 50 years old, so he certainly couldn't have remembered any of this stuff. But he's fondly gazing off into the distance, thinking of better times.
What era was that in?
Well,
I mean, time, how long ago?
too long ago, indeed. It would have been nice to. No. I can't get. What do you call it? Sappy these right now. It's important that my daughter get these gears. So, once you're in the tomb and you use the passphrase to disable the guardians, actually everything else is completely lost. Those are the only stories that got passed down. There used to be a scroll that mapped out the entire dungeon and showed locations of monsters and traps and things.
That'd be good.
But, papyrus degrades. And
You can copy
all
it.
gone.
Oh.
it's all gone.
So
Well-
I'm just wondering, is this going to be an old common, or is Open Sesame in common, or is it in old common?
It should be in
Depends how-
Dracissian. Yeah, common.
Dracissian.
It should be in common.
Yeah. All right.
Well- We know magic word. You write those down, Mr. Smart Cleric Man.
I don't have any.
Oh. I think he have brain lag. Do we need anything else? We need stick, pole. We need to go to shop.
So you'll take the job?
Yeah.
Yes.
No, we don't go to shop. We go to the tomb.
Well,
We
we
have to go to shop
shopped
first.
into. I don't know if we need 10-foot pole. Sound like the trap, and 10-foot pole best way to not have problem.
Yeah, let's get a 10-foot pole. They're really cheap.
That was thinking. But yeah, we take job. You have magic word, right, Mr. Cleric Man?
Yes.
Okay. Well, then I think we'd be good.
So let's skip the 10-foot pole.
No, let's
don't
not
want
skip
10
the
foot
I got a
pole?
trick I'm gonna show you guys.
Oh,
Okay.
you find a ladder. You cut it in half. Now you have 2 10-foot poles.
Nope, that's a different one, but I've heard about that one.
I'm just gonna grab a 10-foot pole just as backup.
Okay, if you say you got it. Okay,
Look at
well,
Mr.
if we
Pence.
go in, I'm gonna go out back and get Greymane. I'll see you out front.
All right. Let's go.
Good day, sir.
Good day, Mr.
Good
Pence.
day, and I'll be waiting here, eagerly for your return.
And if we don't return, we're dead.
It's okay, we'll find more people next month, and then I'll send my daughter off to war then.
Understood.
Good. And then he waits and lets you guys go. And why don't we come to the world map so you can see what we've been talking about? Probably should have been here already.
We know about the pocket. It's that huge area.
So it's somewhere over here where you guys want to be going. And how would you like to get there? There are many, many ways to get there.
Well, it is equidistant on the from the Lamdoom River, but so we should go to the north of Wickthron. No, we have to cross then. Is there any river crossings over there? Anyone know?
I don't know. Maybe we could go up towards Karshwick and just follow the Lamdoon River over, and then work our
Maybe
way back.
we could use our 10-foot poles to kind of like pole across.
I think it's too wide for that.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah, I think we go to Kershwick before the big stone bridge. We head down the Lamdoon River. Yeah.
Yeah, that's always a fun ride.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
So you guys are going to go up to Kershwick, take a boat up the river, and then hop off on the other side and just walk on in?
Yeah.
That sounds great.
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay.
Yeah.
Off we go on our way to Kershwick, to the Lamdoon River, to this secret place that you can only find when the entrance is bathed in moonlight. I look for my dice. Here they are.
There's always electronic dice for you if you need it, Neal.
Electronic dice? How can you trust them? How can you?
Oh,
trust
you're
them?
right. We should just roll our real dice, right? Okay.
I mean, I can't trust your real dice. You'll have to deal with the electronic.
No. I've got my
Saying that
dice.
a player would ever lie about their dice rolls?
Well, I wouldn't.
No one would do such a thing.
Ew.
Heinous.
Where do you find these weighted d20s too?
There's stories on Games of Hell where people actually get weighted dice and cheat at the games.
I mean, maybe weighted d6s, that's the thing, but like a weighted d20,
Well-
who sells that?
In high school, I played with these people that would just turn the dice after they rolled to a good number.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
Yeah.
And there was someone on one of those shows where they use real dice, where he kept changing the dice,
You're not
but
gonna
he got
fool
caught.
me. I don't
he got
believe
caught-
people would ever cheat.
Yeah, there's a gif of it of him adjusting the dice after he rolled it. That went viral.
My God. Okay. Off from Berkshire to Kershwick we go. And let's roll an encounter check. See if you find anything along the way. What is your marching order in this party of yours?
I'm probably out front.
I'm in the middle.
Front, middle.
I'm like lagging like way behind, like 60 feet behind.
Oh, that's not very
Ah.
safe for you. All
Okay,
right.
that's fun. So that makes me third. I'm good with this.
Yeah. Yeah, you're going to get
And
ambushed
I'm
from
like
behind.
playing with rocks. I'm like throwing rocks at the tops of trees. And
You know, sometimes we get back attacked, guy.
Bar.
I just throw a rock at you.
Nice.
It's okay. The puppy that we brought along on the party will alert us.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I
I
got
thought you
puppy
should have
orgies.
alerted us
Oh.
too, but we didn't think about that.
You have a puppy? Who's got a puppy?
I've got 2
gray
corgis.
Yeah, puppy.
Oh, wow.
Okay,
Well,
let-
it is tiny dog.
we've got the dire wolf too.
It is
Oh,
tiny.
my God. Finally done it. Matt, since you're lagging in the back, would you roll me a d20?
Yeah.
I tried to save you, Matt.
It'll be fine. 17. Oh! What is this? I haven't seen this entry on the monster encounter table for a long time. What is this shit? Got a great name, though. You are in the woods. It is very wood-like. There are trees, bushes, birds,
Are there birds?
grasses. There are
is-
birds. Yes, good eye and ear.
Is the road dirt?
Yes, it is.
So wait, we have 2 little corgis.
Is it still raining?
chilling?
Is this still a miserable rain?
Oh, you're right. It is a gentle rain. Yes. Where is it? There we go. You pass a carriage going the other way along the road. Mud gets splashed up in the air everywhere. Kind of splatters your clothes a little bit.
So I'm just at my door. I'll be right back.
Mud. Just kind of like tossing rocks.
I use my missile deflection ability to deflect any that near me.
Oh, really?
I am a monk.
Do you have the missile deflection ability?
Yeah. It's not perfect. You have to roll on a table, then you roll on another table, then you compare the tables.
No.
You guys might be mildly saved by the rain. Okay, who's in the front
Standard.
again? Minotaur?
I have. Yep.
All right, Minotaur. I need you to make me a successful saving throw versus poison at like a +3 to your modifier, which means your saving throw goes down by 3, or you can add 3 to your roll, whichever one you want. I guess
Okay.
it doesn't make sense. Just, yeah. We'll add 3 to the roll, and saving throw versus poison.
Is that different from the because there's like the Constitution one, which is or just
Right, this
the
is just going to be poison save, which should be on the combat tab.
okay. Cool.
Oh,
Natural 20. You smell something sweet on the air. Something sweet and intoxicating. Something delicious smelling.
I step back and I watch out. There it is. Something smells. It's too good. It is always a trap. Anything too good. Do not trust.
I get into a battle pose. Ready to kick.
start looking around. Sitting up, looking left, looking right, looking around.
Give me a successful saving throw versus poison at a +3 bonus.
Okay.
Oh my fucking god. Okay. Yeah, you also smell something sweet and wonderful
I
and delicious.
I'll hold my breath. Let's go run. Just run past. Let's keep going.
If you say so, maybe they'd up ahead.
Well, they're not going to be on the road. They're probably near us. So if we move on and try to hold our breath past the sweet scent.
But it smells so good.
I go past. I start walking. I take the advice.
I keep going. I hold my breath and start going.
Fine. Keep going.
Darius is lagging behind the rest of the party, throwing rocks at trees. Are you
Hey, cool
aware of
up.
what's happening in front of you, Darius?
Did you check if
Yeah,
anything
I've just
stopped?
noticed. Hey, what's up, guys?
Weird scent, probably monster. We're holding breath, moving past. I
Smell real good over there, and he say it's trapped, so we just keep
I'm
on
gonna
going.
start sniffing the air.
Give me a saving throw versus poison at +3.
Okay.
If you roll a natural 20.
Petrification or
Paralyzation,
or poison?
poison, and death. Oh my fucking god. Alright, you walk past it, it's fine. You guys get to Kershwick the next day.
I did roll 16, but I was holding my breath. Yeah.
Cool. That was going to be a fun encounter, but you guys just passed it. So it's fine. It's fine. Well done. You succeeded. It was a man trap. It was a plant, and it smells
Yeah.
so good that once you sniff it, you are drawn towards it, and then you find like a giant Venus flytrap looking thing, and you crawl inside of it and close it, and it just starts dealing acid damage every round to you based on your
Yeah.
AC difference from 10.
Yeah, that's how Slade Milson died. Yeah.
Fine.
You already killed someone with that monster, don't worry.
It's fine. You guys arrive in Kershwick the next day in the afternoon. You cross the large bridge with a couple of guards on it. You move into the town. It's still a little bit overcast and drizzling. Carriages kick up mud and splash water around as they pull through the town. Most people are underneath shelters or in buildings of some kind. The streets are pretty empty and barren as you look around for what? What are you looking around for?
Well, a river a boat to take us up. No, down. Yeah, upriver.
Yeah, upper.
Yeah, we're
you
going
can-
upriver towards Fendon.
There are two docks in the city. There are the ocean docks and there are the river docks, and they're actually separated by quite a bit. So you can head over to the river dock and look about. There are a couple of little taverns and soup shops opened along the docks where you can see friendly faces inside, basking in the warm glow of fires and lanterns. You can also see a couple of people standing on ships under a wool cloak, huddled, just trying to keep warm, pacing around on the top deck, making sure no one comes and bothers their wide but flat-bottomed river boats. Yeah, no one's out and about because of the rain, so you'll have to find a tavern and talk to a person. How are you going to go about selecting the right ship for this mission?
They have to own a boat and not trick us. What do you guys think?
Big enough boat for Greymane.
Oh yeah, you got a direwolf. You have to be big enough for Greymane.
That or we have to follow you on coast. I think it's still possible, but unnecessary danger.
We might as well just all be on foot then.
Do we really need boat? Can we not just walk? This boat
Well, I'm
that much
fine
faster.
walking. I'm fine walking on the south bank.
Just want to walk on South Bank and then we don't even need boat?
Well, so based on looking at the boats that typically go down this river, do we think that a direwolf could fit on one?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. Yeah, so you can get a boat.
Okay, we want boat.
yeah.
We get boat. No big deal.
Well, they're no big deal, but
Mr. Minotaur, you seem to know a lot about things. What you think? Who best captain?
did you have to get a boat to get here from Minotauria, even though you're not a Minotaur?
Well, a minotaur is a title of respect, one that does not apply to me anymore.
Oh yeah, but you've been to the island of Minataria, surely.
Yeah. Just find the person who just has a look in his eyes. You can just tell. Grizzled old straight shooter will not trick you.
Intuition. Feel.
I'll let them choose a captain.
Usually
like-
people not like talk to me. Maybe someone else be better for this.
Well, I'll do the talking, but you guys tell me which one to talk to.
I say you pick that one over there smoking the pipe.
Do I see a grizzled person over there smoking a pipe, Neal?
Absolutely. In fact, there's 3 people smoking a pipe together under an awning because, no smoking inside. It's unhealthy for, people who... Secondhand smoke is a dangerous killer, right? So, you got to step outside if you want to smoke your pipes.
They got smoking regulations, but slavery's legal.
Yes. Yes, it is a dark time we live in. No personal freedoms. You must smoke your pipes outside. And you can be locked into servitude for the rest of your life. It's an
no
evil
personal
dark
freedoms.
world. Yep.
Well,
So,
yes. How do you think people get put into the slavery in the first place? They're smoking indoors.
no, they're captured in war. You can't just you don't become slave through crimes.
This is true. Slavery is usually at its
It's
peak
servitude.
during or after war.
We're at war.
But you can be certainly thrown in jail for smoking a pipe, or pressed into
yeah.
the military, where you can then be captured and thrown into slavery. So technically, smoking could lead to lifelong imprisonment.
May I ask you this? Who are we at war with? Maestria? Who's in charge of Maestria? A dragon?
My God. It's all coming together now.
This dragon has caused a lot of smoke indoors with the towns that he's raised.
Scoria.
You speak truth.
Yeah, okay, I'm gonna go over and... hello, sirs. Any of you hiring out your boat to go upriver?
All 3 of them turn to look at you. They all tip their wide-brimmed hats to you politely, even though they're under an awning. And one of them says, "Yeah, I got a flat-bottom boat."
I got 4 plus 2 corgis and a direwolf to go upriver.
Let me ask you something, though. I want to do business with the man who can't answer this question.
All right.
So let me ask you. What makes the world go round?
The gods.
No,
Anyway.
can't do that. Sorry. He steps back. One of the other guys leans forward and goes, "Yeah, I got a boat, too. I can head upriver.
All right, cool.
But I also have a question for you.
All right.
What makes the world go round?"
Money.
No. The third guy with the pipe comes
I
forward
don't
and
know
goes,
this one. I don't know
"I
this
too have a boat, but only if you can answer a question for me. What makes the world go round?"
World isn't round, it's flat.
That's not the answer. Come on now. Give me an answer.
What? Is it something like love?
No, sorry, can't rent my boat to you either. And they all go back into the little corner smoking their pipes.
Well, I mean, Adidas rotates the star for the world. And Tempos,
They want nothing to do with you.
guys, what makes the world go round? Any of you guys know?
Trick question. It's all a matter of perspective. The world doesn't go around. The universe moves around the world.
Actually, that's cosmetic. Yeah, that's actually true. Yeah.
Would make world go round? I didn't
Yeah.
even know world was round. That news to me today.
World's flat. World's concave, flat. But I mean, it's a flat concave. It's not a sphere. So I guess it could be round circle.
See, this is why I don't understand. Too much for me. I just walk around world.
Yeah. Well, it's rounds.
That figure speech.
Yeah. All right.
No.
Well, we're not. Those guys answered that riddle, and I apparently didn't give them the right answer. It wasn't love. It wasn't the gods. So.
I'm gonna go to the table. Give us the boat.
Hey. He takes a long drag on his pipe, blows the smoke right into your face. A federal crime, by the way. I can only let you on my boat if you can answer a question. And it seems like your great and fearless leader ain't the sort of rockin' man we want on our flat-bottomed boat.
Oh, flips. I now get it.
Okay.
Flat bottom girls make the rock and roll go round.
No, of course not. Has absolutely nothing to do with women. Get your mind out of the gutter.
But flat bottom boats.
Hey, he got it. Yes, flat-bottomed boats make the world go round. Without our flat-bottomed boats, there'd be no trade up and down the rivers. There's no appreciation for our type of ship and vessel. But you, sir, you're a cultured man. We'll take you wherever you need to go.
You.
Oh, okay. Well, we get on boat then. We need to go upriver.
Excellent. Well,
How
you
much?
said you got a dire wolf, 2
Yeah,
corgis,
Yeah.
and 4 people.
Yeah.
Yes.
That'll be 8 pieces of gold to get you to Kershwick.
Here you go. 8 gold.
Excellent. We
Everything
sail at
gold
dawn
pieces.
when the tides shift.
Isn't that
Wait.
supposed to be just 7 gold?
I held
You
up
said
8
I-
fingers, didn't I?
He held up 8 fingers.
All right.
I can do my math. Are you saying I can't count to 8?
I believe you, sir.
Oh yeah.
Oh, taking that off my character sheet. Oh, good. Whatever. I donated 50 gold to the church.
All right, so you guys have the rest of the night to chill, and you'll leave at dawn.
Yeah. Well, what's Kershwick like? Because it's the first my character's been there.
Oh, it's right now. It's sort of a quiet town with the rain coming down. You know, there's carriages running through the streets as nobles still go about their business. The umbrella hasn't been invented yet because for some reason, at least in the West, umbrellas weren't invented until like the 1900s. Like they did use sunbrellas that they imported, I think, from the Middle East area, but like they didn't start using them for rain until surprisingly recent. People just got wet, or they had like a wool cloak with a hood on that would like keep the water off them, but I don't know why they didn't fucking invent an umbrella before this, but the world's a strange place. So, that's a tirade about umbrellas and actually not describing Kershwick at all. It is sort of a flat town. There's a couple of significant hills in it, but otherwise it is sort of flattish, leading to pasture land out on the north and east sides, leading to forests. You've got a nice little cove in here where the water's usually pretty still. The bay here is quite shallow. So you can't have boats that are too large coming in. Most of the big boats have to like dock out maybe a quarter mile away from the harbor and then get rowed out to back and forth. Coxport has a deep water port though, so that's fine. Yeah, stone buildings mostly. Tiled roofs, usually wooden tiles, not clay or baked tiles. Yeah. Lovely little town, at least in the rain.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
nice.
so we'll just hang at the bar overnight. Anyone need to do anything before we head off? There's last time to get supplies.
We could do a little bit of house invasion.
Really?
No, I guess I have nothing that I want to do.
Sorry.
I'm good.
not trying to kill
No, it's a tomb we're supposed to invade, not a house. Nobody lives there anymore.
It's a monster. There might be something living in there.
Well, they wouldn't be living; they would be dying in there. So, it's a tomb.
I guess that's true.
Well, we're not dying when we go
Maybe
to the
they're
tube.
died so much they come back.
You guys just gonna kick it till the next day?
Yeah,
Anything else you
we're
want to do?
kicking it.
Okay, cool. All right, the next day, you can hop on your boat. You've already paid for your ride, and up the river we go. The rain continues as you sail upriver, and we're gonna roll another encounter check here. And another thing over here. And let's see. Rathal is the only person who didn't roll a natural 20 on their last saving throw. Will you give me a d20?
10.
10. No.
You actually want me to roll 20? You sure?
No, it's fine. It's just not what I wanted. It's fine. It's fine. You guys sail up the Lamdoon River. Takes you a day to get to Fenden, and there are no encounters. Again, the rain gives you a bonus. The giant wasps have no interest in running around and attacking people in the rain, so they just stay in their little hive. And you guys arrive in Fenden later that day. You don't have to be dropped off in Fenden. They'll kick you off, and you can land on the other side in the jungle. Not the jungle, the forest.
Oh, don't move in the jungle, mate.
No. Just in the forest.
All right.
And you know this is orc territory. This pocket area is filled with orcs. They sometimes harass the river, harass the people of Wicthon Marenta. Sometimes they harass boats. You haven't seen any of them yet, but you know they're here somewhere.
Good. We get good fight in rain finally.
All right, so equidistant distance between these two places. So we use Pythagoras, and we go 2 miles this way, 2 miles this way, and that gives us under 2 miles this way.
Okay, you smart man. Seem like you have plan. I follow you.
Is that the name of who's in the tomb? Pythagoras?
No. Yeah, I've got a compass, so I'll use that. But I don't have mathematics and I don't have engineering, so I'm not sure I can actually do that in character.
I mean, you can just go
Yeah, we'll just go that way.
even distance.
Yeah, even distance. Like
Yeah, but
that way should be
2
even
miles of even distance is hard to do on foot.
Yeah, I know. I've done that in real life. Not fun.
Yeah.
Actually, in jungles too.
In jungles?
Well, there's jungles in Australia.
You guys have jungles?
Rainforest. We've got rainforests.
Yeah, same.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Same. I was gonna say that's seems same.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
I've tried to measure things in rainforests, so
I can imagine that would be difficult. The trade must be make it very difficult to measure distances. Do you use one of those like wheelie thingies? The wheel that goes click, click, click and measures things?
we do measure things manually as we put down the positional GPS devices. Then we have to wait ages to get a lock-on signals in the sky and satellite. Yeah, because in the old days, we'd actually use a chain, which is 100 links long, which is 20.12.
You'd actually use a chain, like chains and rods?
Yeah.
Oh
we,
my
We
God.
actually use chains.
Right.
Chains were a unit of measurement we use for surveying purposes. Most roads or cricket pitch is 1 chain long.
And old tracks of like an acre, I think, is a chain by a rod or something like that.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah.
We don't use rods, but we use chains and links.
Oh, wow.
Which 1 chain is 20.1168 meters.
Archaic systems of measurement. Love it.
Yeah,
why don't we
I've
take...
never even heard of this.
It's a literal
yeah.
chain. Surveyors used it in the old days. Yeah.
So you've got feet, yards, which then go into links, chains,
links.
rods, furlongs, miles. I think that's the progression. A furlong is 8 chains.
I've never
6
used
chains?
a furlong. You've never used furlongs in Australia.
Okay.
I thought rod was 16 and a half feet.
I've never used a rod either.
Because rods I thought were length of the canoes. Because I've done that, and it's terrible. Someone tells you something's 300 rods, and you're like, what does this mean?
Yeah, 1 chain is 4 rods. It must go feet, yards, rods, chains? No,
Oh, it's
links.
64. It's 64 feet to a chain, which is also how wide most roads are as well. Legal distances, not the road themselves, like the front bit that the government owns, where they call footpaths.
Was it?
It's
A
Yeah,
chain
inch,
is
foot,
equal
yard.
to 22 yards, which is divided into 100 links or 4 rods.
yeah. Well, as I said, our maps, because I've got maps that are written in links in chains,
Oof.
which are still legal documents because they're old, but I have to use them. I have to convert them to metric.
And a
Then I've
link
got
is 7.92 inches. Close enough that you might want to round to 8, but if you're actually measuring anything in particular, just too far
Makes
off.
a difference.
Yeah. 3 feet to
Yeah,
the
well,
yard,
I use-
22
well-
yards to the chain, 10 chains to the furlong, 8 furlongs to the mile, 3 miles to the league?
The English measurement system never ceases to amaze me of how just utterly fucked up it is.
And now imagine trying to use this when chain was not a standardized unit, when some chains were 22 yards and some were 24 yards and some were 18 yards. Oh.
Well, all the
God, the
legal
olden days.
chains are 66 feet for surveying purposes.
Anyway, why don't we take our first break here? And when we come back from Shenanigans, we will not talk about chains and rods. Well, we probably will. But we will survey the area and try and figure out where you are and what's going on. So see you on the other side of our break. Bye-bye.